Greetings, YouTube. I've lived in Manchester, New Hampshire for 39 years. When I was a kid, it was a very white, very Christian town. Ethnic meant Polish, Greek, or French Canadian. We used to joke that there were so many Quebecois on the west side of Manchester, you needed a passport to get across the bridge. Funny thing is, I live on the west side now. When I was in 4th grade, I met my first black student. His name was Al. He became my friend, and some 30-plus years later, he still is. When he and I graduated high school in 1982, out of class 500 students, 4 were black. I think we had 2 Hispanic students and 2 or 3 Asian students. Like I said, it was a really white world. But as time passed, we started getting more and more new people coming to the city. Quite a few of them immigrants. A few Eastern Europeans, quite a few Bosnian people, Ukrainian, Russia, and we have a whole lot of Africans, and quite a few people from South America and Central America. At one point at my job, we had people from 6 different countries that spoke Spanish, which I thought was really cool. I thought it was interesting to listen to Spanish in all those different accents, because there were subtle differences. Even I could tell that, and I can't speak Spanish. But I've worked with people from Britain, Belgium, Nigeria, Kenya, Congo, Sudan, Somalia. A fisherman from Somalia once. He was a fun guy. I worked with people from Egypt, Algeria, from all over the world. The company I work for at the moment has afforded me an opportunity to work with people from everywhere, which I really appreciate. It's also given me the opportunity to work with people who happen to be Muslim, both European Muslims and African Muslims. I find the 2 different takes on the faith to be interesting, and I enjoy being exposed to people from a different religion on a daily basis. Because while there are different varieties of Christianity, they are very similar to each other. I just really enjoy being exposed to new experiences. To asking people, what was it like for the first time when you were here? I can remember one night at work, we had a guy who came from a South American country, and it snowed. It was a very, very late spring snow. Freakish. It only lasted for about an hour, and then it melted away. But he'd never seen snow. And just the wonder on his face as he walked outside with snow falling from the sky was really great. I work with people who are Muslim Africans and Christian Africans. Interestingly, I have never met an African that actually practices a traditional African faith. All of them are either Christian or Muslim. I don't really know how many there are left in Africa who practice traditional faiths. I think that would be interesting to find out about. I mean, their faiths are influenced by their traditional beliefs from the past, but they've been hundreds of years that those faiths have been imposed upon the African nation, and they've adopted them. They've taken them onto their own, changed them slightly, but their original faiths seem to be gone, which I think is kind of sad. It's like losing a language. At one time in South America, there were 2,000 separate languages. Now there are 14 indigenous languages left. That's a sad thing. If everyone in the world spoke one language, it would solve communication problems in many ways. But we'd be missing something. We'd be losing something. Terms and ideas that aren't expressed in English or French or Arabic or whatever language you think is the best for a world communication. Diversity is good. Having lots of options is good. As the old joke says, though, if a person speaks 3 or more languages, you call them multilingual. If a person speaks 2 languages, you call them bilingual. If a person speaks 1 language, you call them American. And I'm an American. I only speak English. I don't know if I even could learn a new language. I've never tried, and the few times I've tried to adopt new words, I can pick up a few here and there. I've never been able to string them into any kind of a coherent sentence. But I do enjoy the cultural and religious diversity that New Hampshire has become. It's not like it was when I was a kid. It's not just a white world, a Christian world. Now it's a world with a whole lot of colors and a whole lot of diversity, and I'm glad to be living here and now.